Hi there, I'm Rex King. Welcome back to Monday Night Movie. Today we're talking about All the King's Men. All the King's Men was directed by Robert Rosen and released in 1949. It stars Broderick Crawford as Willie Stark, a small-time politician who wants to be a man of the people, until one day he gets duped by a huge conglomerate to join a gubernatorial race and be a patsy so they can split the vote and have their main candidate win the election. Upon realizing this, he delivers a heartfelt, angry speech that incites a crowd around him. Realizing he can use this to gain votes and get crowds to support him, he continues to make speech after speech in that regard. Also, he ends up realizing that he really can't win or gain power without greasing a few palms and resorting to blackmail along the way. However, this ends up turning him into a corrupt politician that he was rallying against in the beginning of the movie. The film was released to massive critical and audience acclaim. It won the Best Picture of 1949. So the question is, does this film still hold up? And for the most part, the answer to that question is yes. The story will never not be relevant. The story of a small town man who has all the good intentions in the world, turning corrupt and evil as he gains more power, that unfortunately will never not be relevant. Now, if you're still wondering, hey, I don't think that this film from 1949 could reflect modern society, one of the last scenes in the movie has a huge mob outside of a Capitol building shouting angrily and trying to basically intimidate politicians to go along with what Stark's pushing and not impeach him. You know, something we have never seen in modern society. January 6th. Oh God, that was a bad cough. I apologize for that. Oh boy. Anyway, what makes this film truly great though is the acting. John Ireland as Jack Burton, a reporter turned fixer for Willie Stark, is brilliant. He plays the character of Jack Burton, who is someone who wants to support Stark, but is starting to realize that Stark has bitten off more than he can chew, and is starting to turn more into that dark politician that he was once against. It really works, and he plays off Broderick Crawford so brilliantly. Speaking of which, Broderick Crawford is the reason this film is so good. He plays Willie Stark brilliantly. Fun fact, Crawford was initially not going to be Willie Stark. The role was supposed to go to John Wayne. However, he turned down the role because it was unpatriotic. You know, the more I learned about John Wayne, the more I realized he would hate modern society. Anyway, what's funny about all this is Broderick Crawford won Best Actor, beating out, who else? John Wayne. Anyway, the only issue I have with this movie is there are a few instances it starts to drag. And there are some things that happen off screen. Willie Stark's transformation from small-town politician to big, powerful, evil, corrupt politician, yeah, that happens a little bit off screen. You don't actually get to see him become the corrupt, evil man we see in the second half of the movie. It just kind of fades to black, and then when we meet him again, he's kind of a dick. Well, yeah, so given that, there are some instances where I feel like it could use a revamp, but I can still see why this film won Best Picture in 1949. I think it's a fantastic film. And again, the story resonates with modern society, and the acting is brilliant. Sure, it drags in a few places, and some things happen off screen, but I still enjoy this film. I give the film a 7 out of 10. Well, next Monday, I thought I'd look at a more personal film. I'm, of course, talking about Wonder. See you then.